Everybody, Breakfast Club. This Big Lads and Wasted Popcorn Part 3. This is to millennials. Millennials. Y'all are way too over opinionated about stuff. Stop going back 40 years and judging movies that are 10 years before your birth. Oh, well, they didn't invest. I couldn't invest in these characters. I love the first Nightmare on Elm Street. It was scary. You didn't get to see Freddy that much. You invested in Nancy. Shut the fuck up. Will you please? Part 2, to me, was the signature. I hated part 2. Part 3, it was the same formula. Blah, 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 blah. These movies was out 40 years ago, and you talk about how the background looks and the wardrobe and everything. It was 40 years ago. 40 years ago. You're 20-something. You're early 30s. The hell you know? You were either too young to see them, or you weren't even born yet. You know nothing of that time and era. Go back 40 years. You didn't have cell phones. You didn't have internet. You didn't have food. Food stamps didn't come on an EBT card. They came paper. There was a crack epidemic. This was before 9/11. This was before Columbine High. This was before the Olympic bomber. This was before David Koresh. This was before Jeffrey Dahmer. And the woods was a scary fucking place to be. There was no reports of killers in the suburbs like today. So Freddy Krueger, a murderer, killing children in the suburbs was a horrific event. Going to the woods, especially being of color, or man, that was a no. It was a definite no. And so all these things took place. Michael Myers, Friday the 13th, and Jason and Freddy Krueger. All this stuff took place in a time where you didn't have all of the stuff to make cliches like you do today. My cell phone is not working. It's not getting any satellite. Oh, we got a flat tire, Bob. We're going to have to go down the street. Let's go inside this cabin where these hillbilly maniacs and shit that's all deformed with 2 teeth live. Fucking hell. That's your movies. Now you're stuck with nothing but haunted houses and ghost stories. And you try to judge our shit. Fuck up. It's part 3.